It's Week 11 of the National Football League. And we'll see the Mounties' versatile running back. He comes in fourth in the NFL in rushing touchdowns this year. It's the Mounties and the Bisons coming up next.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League finds us north of the border in the beautiful city of Toronto, Canada. Today we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap, as it'll be the Bisons of Omaha and the Toronto Mounties. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Toronto ball club as they enter play here. They come off a disappointment last time out that put an end to their modest three-game win streak. Meanwhile, for this visiting Omaha club, they come in right at 500, looking to get that win to bump them back above 500.
This game means a lot to them because of what you just talked about. When you can bump yourself over 500, it's a lot of optimism in your building as you move forward in the season.
The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And a peek at the man under center. He has 5 full years in the league under his belt, now in year number 6.
There's a lot of good to watch in the game last week, wasn't there? I mean, he did throw 2 touchdown passes. That was impressive. And he's so close, isn't he? The 3 interceptions killed him and his team. That was costly. But if he just cleans that up a little bit, there's a reason for optimism with this team and this passer.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. But you look at this defense. They enter this one number 13, Charles, in the NFL in stopping the run.
And that play right there shows exactly why they're so good against the run. Held the line of scrimmage, held the point of attack, and stuffed him for no gain.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. Out of the gun, it's Howell. And that is incomplete. Not the opening possession they were looking for, especially on the road.
No doubt about it, because they wanted to come out and establish a little momentum right away. But now bringing up a 4th down, an empty possession, not what they were seeking.
Pulled in at the 24. It'll be a 44-yard punt. The return goes for 8. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And here's a look at their leader, standing 6'4".
You talk about the pause that refreshes. I think it's come at a perfect time of the year for them, hasn't it? You know, the season is starting to wind down, got a little bit of a break. But how about the guy calling the signals? He's got to be excited about that, because now he didn't just get a game plan for 1 week. He's able to work on it for 2 weeks. I can't wait to see if they have anything special in store for him today.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a 1st down. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down. From just across the midfield stripe, here's a 2nd and 8. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And this is caught. It's Brown. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. Shrugs him off to the 27-yard line.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now, because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
And that could be one of those turning point plays in a ball game. A field goal gets you the lead here, but they want to make a statement and get 6 points. And they're certainly going to get that opportunity as they get the conversion and set up first and goal.
And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. It's the fullback. His first touchdown on the year. And the Mounties will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. The touchdown giving them the first quarter lead. Remember, they lost a rough game 2 weeks ago. Then they had to sit through the open week, but a good start here.
And just think about everyone around them, everyone around the organization. When you lose headed into that open week, everyone's cringing because you don't have a chance to get on the horse and ride it again for at least 2 weeks. Well, they were able to take that time, use it constructively, and now they're back in form.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. And they are back down to the 500 mark after 2 straight losses. And, Charles, this is a team that, to be frank, their play has really dropped off the last couple of weeks.
And, Brandon, I think there's a sense around the building that they can't let this losing streak get any worse than it is. Because if they were to lose here and fall below 500, then you're playing catch-up the rest of the way. They've got to take a stand and make it stop right now.
Second down, Howell now. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. They push him back 8 yards that time on second down. Well, he was really focused downfield, but there was really no viable options. The coverage was too good.
And the defense really quickened the tempo of that play with their pass rush because there was nowhere for him to go with the football. The only place he ended up, down on the ground.
A tough spot here, 3rd and 15. Now he'll look to throw it. And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up.
That certainly looks like nothing to show now from these first 2 possessions. And guess what? When you're on a losing streak, that can lead to a full sense of, here we go again. So on the sidelines, the offensive play callers, quarterback, they've got to get together and dial something up to start their next drive. Otherwise, it could be a long game.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be second down.
We always hear from coaches how much they like to run crossing routes because they want to hit their receivers on the go, get them the ball, and keep them moving. How about when you hit a tight end that way? Okay, the receivers are going to run past you most of the time. The tight end, they can do their damage a different way, break a few tackles and really scatter some people, can't they?
2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead them to 3rd down. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he's brought down, but following a pretty juke move that gives him the 1st down. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. 46 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll get it inside the 35. When you look at this defense, they're currently 6th in the NFL in defending the run.
Most of their challenges have come in the passing game because against the run, they've been pretty darn good. Now you've got to figure out a way to slow down those receivers before they get downfield and maybe make a few more plays on the ball when it's in the air.
So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And now that sets up 3rd and 2. look to throw. And it'll find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It's a pickup of 6. They'll look to throw here on first down. And that nearly a turnover, but it's incomplete. Oh, fortunate to retain possession there, and it's second down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Here's 3rd and 10. They'll drop to throw. Touchdown! 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Mounties have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. Another impressive drive, so they're 2 for 2, 2 touchdowns. Charles, a great start to this ball game for them.
And one of the words that's really worked its way into our lexicon is stacking. They've stacked momentum each time out, and not only on offense. Between those touchdowns, defense held, forced a punt to get the ball back, and they've played awfully well in this one. Both sides playing at optimum level.
Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 14-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded right at the goal line. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. And here's the Omaha offense getting set to go now. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Sullivan. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
First down, Hal to throw. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10. Here's Hal. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. And once more, Hal back to the air. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. And on now is the punter, as he's on here to punt it away. And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. They go play action here on first down. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. He'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down. That's a step in the right direction defensively here, because you're facing this sizable deficit. They're going to need more plays like that. A good sack, though. Good effort there.
And what you're hoping is, as you said, a step in the right direction, and that means it's something to build on. So you get the first one, and hopefully that can ignite them, and now they can make a few more plays and get back into this game.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began, thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted but it winds up falling incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
And a fair catch is taken here, a step or two inside the 45-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. Omaha's offense back out for another series. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. No gain on the play there, second down. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter, and it's our visitors with the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 10. Howell now to throw it. That is incomplete.
Martin, I think it's high time to get him some passes that he's comfortable with. Some easy throws, some completions. He's not even hitting the 50% thus far.
Well, certainly that has played a big role into why they are trailing right now. And now the third down throw incomplete as well. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down. And they'll send out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals. Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8. He'll look to throw. Pressure comes and down he goes. He'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down. A tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. They'll look to throw here. And that is incomplete.
Oh, I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Now here's the Omaha offense getting set to go now. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive, but at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer, and make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Throwing here, Howell. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far, offensively or even defensively for that matter. They could use a big-time spark somewhere, but it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
Taken in at the 22. Following the punt return here, there's someone shaken up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Coming off every player's friend, the open week from last weekend.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. Even if you're coming off of a loss as they did, The open week is exactly what you need after you kind of get over it a little bit, right? Rest up the mind, rest up the body, get yourself ready to go. And they have to be eager to play again, especially since they lost the last time out.
Well, I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react, even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL. They're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Again, he'll drop to throw. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Back to throw again. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. 11 more on that one, and another first down. They'll try to run this one in. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. And they'll turn to a power game to try to get in. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Mounties take a 3-touchdown lead. Boy, so if you are scoring at home, Charles, and God bless you if you are, but that's now 3 drives and 3 touchdowns.
So in a baseball game, wouldn't that wreak havoc on your scorecard?
Yes.
I mean, with all the action that's happening now, how they got here, whatever cliche you want to bring into it, they're locked into a groove, they're clicking on all cylinders. Bottom line, they're piling up the points.
Taken at the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Omaha's offense back out for another series. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
And the defense, they get to Howard. He'll go down here. He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards, a 12-yard loss, and it brings up 3rd.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
The offense on 3rd down, a pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Let's take it inside his own 40. 43 yards on the punt, 7-yard return, and out will come the offense as they take over. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. Now a throw over the middle, and he's got it to start the drive. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd and 2. And now whistles here and a flag down. Looked like someone got going a little early.
Ball start. Offense.
So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty. Now after the false start, here's 2nd and 7. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he's taken down at the 50 after a short gain of 2. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And it is caught. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
Fights through him. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. And they'll come up 2nd and 7. On play action, they'll throw. And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. They'll look to throw again. Now he's flushed out right. And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or 2 short. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th. Now on 4th down, out comes the field goal unit here. From the right hash, just a 34-yard attempt. And his kick is right there. It's good, and the route is on. It's 24-0. So they get the 3. It was 4th and 1, and I think you were doing what I was doing. I was looking down at the sideline. I'm not sure the offensive unit wanted the 3. They wanted to go for it.
But when have we ever seen a unit that didn't want to go for it in that situation, right? Sometimes it's just way more important to have the points on the board than to worry about any type of a gamble.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Now here's the Omaha offense getting set to go now. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the 2nd quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
Well, no, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Here's a fake on the jet sweep, and instead a give up the middle. And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, it's Howell. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Here's Hal to throw on 2nd down. Incomplete.
Well, no doubt about that one, because even though he hasn't left the pocket, he's got a receiver in the area, so it's not grounding, even though there was no way that ball was going to be caught.
Hal looking to throw again. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. On first down, Howell. He finds his man, complete. That's Santos. Well, hang on now. We're going to pause here. We've got an injured player. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. 2nd down and 4. Howell. He finds his man, complete. That's Santos. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Howell out of the shotgun. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. They call it a loss of a yard there. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
To me, this is a case of if you're not getting the ball, you've got to do your job and block for the guy who is, because there really wasn't much there. And, boy, the defense took advantage with that loss.
And the defense, they were just locked in there on 3rd. They had more guys than they could block. And this one is right down Broadway. And that will do it for this first half. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Things starting to get interesting in this final weekend before Thanksgiving. So let's see what's going on around the NFL. This was an extremely one-sided first half. One team showed up, ready to go. The other's been in a daze thus far. But there's still plenty of time left for this one to tighten up significantly.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. This offense ready to go to begin this 3rd quarter. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
The coverage was good, but I just wonder if they absolutely fooled the quarterback on that play. I think he was expecting something else. Ended up with nowhere to throw the football successfully.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Back to throw now on first down. Looking for his running back, and he's got it.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
Right back to him on first down. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 44-yard line.
One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. Down to the 10. Touchdown! A big play there. With a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Mounties are able to widen their advantage.
You get in a second and long situation down here in the red zone, I'd say most defensive coaches would think pass, let's bring some pressure. So this is kind of a tendency breaker here to hit him with something on the ground, and he'll take it all the way into the end zone.
Extra point right down the middle. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They'll start on the ground here on first down. Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5. Well, this defense, they've got the 4-score advantage, and you can see why they continue to bottle up the run game, and really they've just been sharp in all facets here in this one, CD.
Yeah, they've kept that offense in check the entire game, and I think it's been led by what you just talked about, that defensive front, which has now allowed them to run the football and establish control of the line of scrimmage.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on third down. Here's Howell. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. First target, first catch, and a first down. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Second down, Howell now. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Sullivan. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Now Howell. Complete. It's Johnson. 2 yards on the pickup there, and that'll bring up second down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 35-yard line.
Howell down to throw it. And he's got his man in stride. Complete. Touchdown. A great play there. 35 yards. And the Bisons get a bit closer. So a very important first drive of the third quarter, Charles, and safe to say, a much-needed touchdown.
Which leads to the question, where was this in the first half? Because if they'd had a few more drives like that, they wouldn't be in this situation. But that is the kind of drive that sends a message to the other side. We're going to be here, and we're going to battle you to the end.
Extra point attempt here still to come. And he puts this one through. It makes our score 31-10. So that a 7-play, 80-yard drive. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's been a good workhorse. I know we use the word workhorse a lot, but he's been a good workhorse for him in this one.
No doubt about it, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's what you're looking for if you're a back, because that means everything's come together for you. The big guys up front have created space. You've run through it. You've probably gotten some help even from the wide receivers who want to catch passes as opposed to block, but they're helping out too.
Yeah, everyone's pitching in. He's had a good game. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
On first down, nothing opening up really on the running play. Give him maybe a yard, and it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Back to throw here. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's got this down to the 35.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. They'll look to throw here. And his throw here is going to be incomplete.
Timing is crucial in any route thrown, but when you throw an out, so many things are going through the mind of the receiver. Catching the ball, timing it up with the quarterback. Are my feet going to get down in bounds? On that play, all those things going through his head might have caused him to drop it.
And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
A lot of deflated looks on that defense. It seems like they just cannot find a way to get a key stop on third down. Here's another conversion, and now this offense, they're in a position to go up even further as they've got it 1st and goal.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Ball start, offense.
Well, this O-line's been great. They've got the big lead, so give them a pass there, I guess.
Yeah, I would think so, because if we were grading them on their performance in this game, a lot of pluses in their boxes so far.
He'll look to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. A 10-yard completion, but still now facing 3rd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal. Defense keeps him out of the end zone there. Now, will they go for it? And if so, can they do it one more time?
Yeah, I just don't know if it's worth it going for it, because what we've seen from the defense so far, every gap is taken care of. Everyone is sound in their coverage. No one is breaking free, and those ball carriers are getting tagged. If I were them, I'd think very hard about just taking 3 points and taking their dignity and moving on.
And the ball's at the 2, spotted at the 2, so a pretty good chunk to go. They had the play call on 4th and goal, but it's dropped in the end zone. And the ball will go over on the goal line stand. So a tough pill to swallow there. A would-be touchdown pass in and out of his hands on 4th.
Sometimes it just comes down to execution, doesn't it? Because we're always questioning, should they go for it, should they not? Is it the right play call, is it not? In this situation, everything was right except for the finish. You have to catch the ball and convert.
Just need a yard here, 2nd and 1. And Howe will throw it. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 15. Now 2nd and 9. Throwing here, Howell. That's into a crowd and intercepted. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw, or maybe the ball's tipped, or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's up over 100 yards, and he'll be looking to get in the end zone again.
Has a tremendous nose for it, doesn't he? The ability to pile up yardage and find the end zone, that's the combination you want in your runner.
That's a combination any coach wants, and we'll see if he can find that end zone once more. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that's going to bring up second down.
Second and 3 at the 17-yard line.
They'll set up to throw. It's complete to Brown, right side. So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And now 2 yards to go on third down.
Third and 2.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Hard throw, incomplete. So now fourth down looming. Remember, these guys went for it on their last drive, but it didn't work out.
Yeah, even though it didn't work out, I would not be surprised at all if they went ahead and did it again.
You miss 100% of the shots you don't take.
Darn right.
They'll try and run for him. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. He needed a yard. He didn't get anything. And as a result, possession switches hands. Well, they knew who to turn to on fourth down. Their horse, they needed the short yardage. He just couldn't get it.
And that's a surprise because normally that's bread and butter for them, right? Hand it to the big guy, let him go, pick up the first down. Didn't get it there. All credit to the defense. Usually, even if they know he's coming, he can't be stopped, and they got it done on that play.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he couldn't square up to throw there, and it falls incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming on third down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
Buying time to his left. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. So both teams trade touchdowns in the third as we're through 3 quarters of play. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back to Toronto. And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Now they'll run on the draw. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. Howell from the gun. Here's Johnson with a reception. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there, 26 yards. A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But if they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Howell completing the quick throw out wide. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. This offense so far on third down, they've had a lot of chances but not much success, converting only 3 times. This time it's 3rd and 3. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. That one good for 7 as this long drive continues and the chains move again. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Hands it off out of the gun. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Back to throw, Howell. He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen.
And it's caught. Touchdown. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Bisons have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you'd kept them out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on them. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
Point after try forthcoming. And the lead will be cut down to 14. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. Taking it about the 1. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Toronto's offense ready to take over. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Bishop. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
They'll look to throw here on first down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Just a gain of a couple there, and it's 2nd down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Back to throw. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. And he's brought down, but not before picking up the first with a very effective stiff arm. 125 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And this one's incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the fourth, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. They continue to throw these safe passes. Who can blame them?
And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
And they'll get... And he lost the football. And this is picked up by the defense. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the fourth. Omaha's offense back out for another series. They trail by 2 scores in the fourth, and their defense did its job getting the fumble recovery. Time to see what this offense has left in the tank. Following the fumble recovery, Howell. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's second down. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Howell, he'll look to throw it. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So a fourth-quarter pick-6 here, and that one might put this game out of reach, CD.
I certainly agree with that, partner. And I know one thing, though. That team that just got the pick-6, they're going to keep playing until this one's over. Better be careful. They're looking to get another one.
Now the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6, and now the kick is away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Omaha's offense back out for another series. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. Howell throwing again after the pick-6. The throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Howell throwing on 3rd down here. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, get some 9 yards and a first. Faking the handoff, Howell. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Barton. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Howell's throw complete there to Johnson.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
So it was already a gain on the completion, but tack on some more with that penalty.
Absolutely, and no matter what angle you're making the tackle from, you can't grab the face mask, and that's just putting your defense on its heels just a little bit more.
So now factoring in the face mask, here's 1st and 10. Here's Howell. And it's caught. Touchdown. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Bisons are able to cut into that deficit. And he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
Extra point forthcoming. And the lead will be cut down to 14. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the hands team does its job. They're able to secure it. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ball game. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. And he'll get this down only to the 18.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And he is going to have a first down here. And that should be the one that seals a victory. It's a gain of 4, and that should just about seal the deal. Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
But Charles, a very simple mission anytime that you play on your home turf, and that is to defend your home turf. And today, that mission was accomplished.
Look, every offseason, every preseason, the head coach goes in front of the team and says, the mission for the season, defend our home field every time, split on the road, and we'll be in the playoffs. That's why defending the home field is vital.
So for Toronto, it's an important win in terms of staying in the postseason race as they move to 6-4. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for Omaha, it's starting to look like it won't be their year as they drop to 5-6. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.